And smash cut. No, yeah, that was really not a smash cut. Yeah, I know I heard. Sorry, that was the server restart interrupting there. I know I heard villagers. I know I heard them. Instant farms, cow farm. I heard villagers. I know I heard you guys. Trees, just creeper cottage. That's not a creeper cottage, that's a cozy cottage. I know I heard villagers. Did he stick them under? There we go. Hey guys, how you guys doing? I'm sure he's got some good plans for you here. It's good to see you're all alive, though. I was worried about you guys because you were really stuck out in the open. I mean, this cottage was not very well set up for leaving behind a gift like that. Of all the deliveries I was most worried about, certainly that one qualifies. Now, one of the problems with portals, especially multiverse portals, is they tend to be one way. So if you head through one direction, they don't work, but if you head through in another direction, they do. So yeah, we got that. We've got Ben's place. Fold's base, his original base, is this here. And I'm actually glad to see him come back. He kind of abandoned this a little bit and went off to explore some other building ideas. And what he's got is a really nice, wide open... I'm assuming he went hog wild with some of the TNT and just kind of set up a very nice operation here. His automatic smelters and everything. This has been boarded up. This was wide open. Some of the earlier footage I showed him from the server was a fight that was going on in this very hole. And we had a little bit of an impromptu PvP match here. So it looks like he's definitely been expanding out, and oh, I like this. This is, I mean, the nice thing is this is very much kind of like Etho's man cave, essentially, but it looks so much better when you have the dark spruce in here, and it'll be interesting to see if he's going to leave kind of the natural stone look, or if he's going to kind of come back and do some other sort of blocks with it. But yeah, hello, Skeleton. You can stay there. I'm willing to bet he's kind of using some TNT to kind of hollow out a lot of this. And it really is a fun way to landscape. I'll certainly give it that much. But this is all new here. This is the existing paths up to here. And I like how he's worked in the spruce leaves there as well. It looks really good. And I like also how he did this. I mean, it would have been so easy to just build straight over the lava, but he diverted it. This was a big factor into why I, on Equinox Seaside, took the path that was out of my portal. It used to be straight down the hill and kind of diverted it off to the side, so it gives it that little bit of a I'm following the lay of the land versus just going straight in type approach. Now, unfortunately, it looks like he's taken his airship out for a spin somewhere. That is the original mega dungeon on the server. The very first one that was discovered. He and Patrick tackled that. It took them about an hour or two, I think they said, to go through the whole thing. And I don't think there's much done on the surface. Gate, or hole, or access shaft, or whatever. He's done some tree planting, but his gift looks like it still has not been opened yet either. Which is his dragon lion's base. Now, this is, I believe... Okay, creepers. Creeper, creeper, creeper. Mobs. Mob central. No! Ben, light up your island. Please. Crap. Or mod, or any sort of thing that can keep the creepers from blowing up blocks, because you get into a case like this, I mean, look at it, this is why clearing out the Guardian Farm has been so much of a problem, too. I mean, geez, they're even spawned on top of the blimp, for crying out loud. So why does that can't decide if it's a golden worm or an 8-bit dragon? I guess they try to be clever with torch scales. True. It's not that bad, though. So yeah, I didn't actually deliver any villagers over to here. That is the senpai sheep from Magic Jade. Kind of crank on Ben there. Doesn't look like he's done too much over here just yet, so I'm not sure if he's just kind of still figuring out what he wants to do over here. If he kind of went back to his other world and got inspiration there, he hasn't been able to be on too much because he's been busy moving and settling down at a new job. So Garden Buddy and Rexish, oh that's nice. They're sharing portals. So Flower Forest, Cottages and Private Farms. I was over here the other day helping Magic Bunny? Helping Garden Bunny with villager setup. And I mean, just the stuff that is built here. Rex has built the lava fountain bridge, which this is a beautiful way to bridge the two caps. And if anything, I'm kind of tempted, if I had more than just 3 intersections going off, I wouldn't mind building a plaza like this out of one of the bridges over my area. But you know, it's just a beautiful way to not only bridge the gap, but also light it up and make it unique. Especially the fact that it's a diagonal bridge like this. I mean, that just... The only concern I have with a bridge like this is it can sometimes be easy to... It's a little... am I going to go over the edge type thing, you know? And that always does kind of worry me, but... Come down here. I think this is an observation deck, and probably Rex is home at this point. Oh, I turned the corner there and thought the green on... I thought that was a creeper head there for a second. I'm like, no! So yeah, a lot of decoration going on. Garden Bunny is definitely a master interior decorator when it comes to Minecraft, and Rex is no slouch at all when it comes to building either. So I'm not surprised to see this kind of thing. That's actually, so this would be Rex's place because that is his banner. I mean, certainly to say, oh yeah, I want to build into a cliff, but then to at least, you know, do it in this way, it certainly looks pretty sharp. So we're over here, and I think, yep, that's the lava island. This was down this way. There's their farm. They got the bone meal and the flower farm here for her flowers. Looks like she's building a clock tower now. So basically what we did is I came over here the other day and helped her out with villager breeding. And amusingly enough, downstairs, excavating this with her, we ran across 2 emerald blocks. So this is essentially what I had operating out of the initial setup. I'm hoping you were loose already. This is basically what we had I had operating over in Equinox Seaside to start with. A little bigger, because I went with a slightly bigger farm. It was a full 9x9, but this is not a full 9x9. I hid the water blocks over in the corners on this room. So it's actually slightly less. I think it's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's a 6x6. Because really, the 9x9 I had was opaque, and it made it actually harder to get the villagers out of there. So down below, and this is the piece that still exists over on Equinox Seaside, you'll see that there's a villager down there, just a random schmo that we will never ever want to talk to again. But I did leave a ladder there to get down there if we need to. It's basically, you know, all doors along this whole length except for the very corners. So, and this is all because it's got access to, it can see the sky even through the glass. That's all making it breedable space. So once these guys get up to speed and have enough carrots, they'll throw carrots at each other all day, and they'll be nice and happy because this guy down there will keep them going. So you can empty this thing down to have just 2 villagers left. So long as at least one of them is a farmer, you're all set. And even then, you could always manually breed these guys. I'm guessing he probably got out somehow. But, well, let's be honest, he's a leather worker. They're not worth much anyways. Now, to get this set up, we had to get a little bit of a breeder starter stock going. And, well, I kind of... We had some stuff, but we needed the farmers. I said, oh, well, let me make a run over to the iron farm, because we're not that far away from it. And the starter breeder setup here is still up, still working. It's in a spawn. It's close up to a spawn chunk that it keeps its population up pretty good. In fact, we probably need to go disable it. So I surprised her by coming back with the ambulance completely full of villagers, and on top of all that, they've been breeding, so she's got a pretty good start over here at this point. I mean, the church certainly had to go through quite an expansion. This was originally just closed off on this wall, and, well, she's got enough clerics in here to certainly qualify for the Vatican City at this point. I'd like the take this bucket armory. I like that. That is nice, and it's set up that she can breed with well, not breed. She can trade with these guys if she wants to, which is really nice. Need a pointy stick? I'm your Fletcher. Okay, and this is the other problem with being on a multiplayer server, is that this is kind of the sort of setup I wanted to do. I wanted to do a village like this at my place, but I could never really come up with anything that looked good, and now she's kind of gone and done that, and creatively, I will admit, left them in the minecarts. I kind of joked that she could leave them in the minecarts, and that way they can't really get away anywhere, but oh, wow. Yeah, she's definitely taking this to a whole nother level. Yep, there's all the extra ones in there, so she's got certainly a good supply. And the great part about this is, to stop it, the only thing that really needs to be done is close up the dirt and pull everyone but the farmer out. And then at that point you can pull any other villager in and you're all set. So I'd say she's been getting some good trades out of this guy. Some golden fleece wool, so we got some shepherds then. The butchers are there. I'm guessing this is going to be Island Connector Clock Tower. Oh, so that's Rex's doing there. How did he... Oh, okay, yep, so... Okay, half slabs. And because the light's there, it's keeping it from anything from spawning on. Okay, that is a really nice build, Rex. I'm a little... Island Connector Clock Tower. I don't think they're looking to build anything off of it, but it makes me... Yeah, there is a safe drop here. Okay, yep, so it's going down under... Oh! I see. Oh, I do see indeed, and I see Splody. Come here. I'm not going to leave you sitting there for some poor person to walk around the next time this chunk gets loaded and get blown sky high. Okay, yep, so that does link up to that. Now, that's a pretty unique way of doing it. Now, if only we had anything that could actually be used for an elevator. Well, actually, we do. It would be pretty easy to actually put in a MoveCraft elevator in there. Yeah, I like what they're doing over here. Definitely has a nice look. What is the deal down? Crypt? I'm guessing this is supposed to be a crypt. Interesting. Maybe a little bit of a sneak peek there of something that's going to be planned in the future, but yep. I think they are definitely having way too much fun with the villagers here. Yep, there's the weaponsmith. Diamond? You are kidding me. I think that beats my guy. Efficiency. I'm breaking 3. 14. I think the ones I've got are unbreaking 2s. See, I love how this has turned into an impromptu server tour. So this is Garden Bunny's getaway cottage. I mean, like I said, she is an excellent interior designer when it comes to Minecraft, and it certainly shows in the quality of the builds that she does. And like I said, having her teamed up with Rex is just... That is Minecraft Nirvana there. Already been to Pot Tricks. We're empty there. Andy 24's Island. So not too much over here. A nice diagonal bridge going on over there. Some great use of hearing zombies. I don't like hearing mobs like that. Okay, so kind of like mining axis. I like that. The pyramid actually looks pretty good there. it's kind of like a little bit of a flip side of what I've done on my island, where I've got the grass and I've got the legacy structures that were built out of sandstone, but he's building directly out of sandstone, and it looks really good. I mean, I definitely like this one here with the non-traditional roof. That really comes across very nice. You know, I can't really say much more good about that sort of thing. So that's his enchanting room. I mean, it really looks good with the half-slab ceiling there, too. I like it when you can do like a semi-exposed beam like that. And I see... That's right. You die now. So you can see we're somewhat close to Alan's map over here, or Alan's island over here. Oh, for crying out loud. I think you might need to light your main roof up a little more. Let's make sure I'm not going to be... Yeah, I think this outer edge is what's causing the problem here, but that's probably because I'm willing to bet he's going to be doing a similar build style to that on this roof, and it just hasn't been finished yet, so I'm going to get away from the area to stop the spawning while I pull up the map. The great thing about the islands is also, even though the mobs can certainly spawn with greater frequency, so can the animals, so it's very easy to build up a fleet of animals and whatnot. So that's Andy's island. He's built a little more over here since I was last over here. Eventually going to take us back towards spawn, and yet it looks like the ship that was here has been moved. And that is the remains of a sheep farm over there, I believe. Maybe not. I'm not sure if that purpose has changed since I was last over here. I don't think I ever actually figured out whose island this was, but they're built over to the... they're kind of in a good spot to be a Nexus island, really. Yep, that is the sheep farm. So I think that was pretty much there primarily for when there was a ship over in this general area, which has since picked up and gone. It's a stairway to nowhere. The people of Springfield never fell prey to any other folly, except for the giant magnifying glass and the escalator to nowhere. Whoa! 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 That's over towards the end. That's actually the end island over there, and that eventually gets back to spawn, I believe. Yep, that's the end island. Back to spawn. They've bridged up to the other desert island at this point. Plenty of ways to get around at this point. Most of the islands here at spawn are pretty well interlinked at this point. I just don't know who has actually set up base here. I don't think I actually did on the first try, but maybe I did. Whoever it is, they don't have another portal, so... Droid! Okay, this is Droid's place. Alright, we've been to Andy's base island. Arrow's place. Arrow is the person who built the... I'm wondering if that's intentional or if that's a server glitch. Whatever it is, it does kind of look cool. Arrow is the person who built the nice Christmas trees for everyone. The little personal Christmas trees. Oh, that's awesome. I like that. I mean, the use of the pumpkins to outline it. So it's got that little hint of an orange there at the edge, and the creeper face in with the tall. Wow. I'm really impressed. I mean, keeping in mind it's a cobble house, but it's a beautiful cobble house when you look at it from this angle. So yeah, I mean, that is the fact that he's gone for the fencing, but he's put up the hedges around it to make it more than just a fence to keep you from falling off. It's definitely now much more. I mean, I kind of ran past all the initial decoration, not thinking of it, but this I like the daylight sense. This is particularly ingenious because with the way the server started initially with the ships plugin, all the air skiffs needed were daylight sensors, but it meant that they couldn't work at night. Well, when we switched plugins, that meant that a lot of us were left stuck with 20 million daylight sensors. I think I still have like 30 back at my place. That's a pretty ingenious use of them, especially because daylight sensors. Yeah, I know I could use them on the server for. I could use them for actual redstone purposes, but they don't really work on servers all that well. Now, the question is, what has he done with the villagers left? Was it Arrow who was having a problem with them? I can't remember if he was the one who said that they managed to die. Water pig, water pig, swing around where no pig really should. Oh, wow. Yeah, he has not been idle. Nice little sit-in bar at the kitchen. Holy moly. Yeah, this is not a small place. I mean, this is, again, it's cobble, but it's very well done cobble. I mean, especially the details here where he's using the steps and the half slabs. I mean, I kind of wonder what he could do if he was working in some, different colored bricks and everything. It's kind of one of those things that really makes you, and I guess he's still working on doing the upper floor, but it makes you wonder what you could really do with on the server if we had all, modded support for everything. And this is, wow. Hey, he's got a big screen TV. I don't have one of those yet. It's the remote. Oh. Well, I guess if it's a lazy boy, that reclines the chair, I guess. Wow. I mean, that's just... This is a courtyard? Oh, man. Yeah. Oh, boy. Arrow, yeah, I definitely owe you a reship on villagers. Just so you can kind of repopulate. Because this would be a great place to have a village, really. Have a bunch of villagers in here. And I like this building, too, where you've got the... he's got the dark oak interspersed with the acacia wood. That looks really good against the sandstone and everything. I don't know what he's doing in here, but on-off water control. Bone meal is can't jump up there but that's oh wow. Oh, Sky Farm. Holy moly! That's what kind of caught my eye out of the caught my vision out of the corner of my eye. There is this. Oh wow! I like that look. That tower look is really well done. That's definitely. I can't imagine how many shears he's going to go through though with this. I mean, the silk touch to get the just the shears to get the blocks to begin with, let alone getting silk touch on anything. Wow. I mean, this is that they're fully. He should really see if he could get a garden bunny over here and see what she could do with kind of cramming in, just a little bit of stuff into every floor. But oh, that is. Looks like someone's over on that island too now. In fact, I actually haven't been over there. I haven't mapped that one yet. Sticking with the Mushroom Island theme, we also have the the flying blue airship by Zanza. Hey diddle diddle, the cat in the fiddle, the cow jumped over the moon. The little dog laughed to see such a sport, and the dish ran away with the spoon. Yep, I remember that because I actually popped over while Zanza was still building this. I like the gold cowbell, complete with the clacker at the bottom. That is just... That's the piece de resistance on this prank. And unfortunately, Magic Jade's also another person. She's been pretty busy. She's actually a mod over on Slipstreams. or sorry, Slip Gator's streams. So she doesn't have as much time to play around with us as she has had in the past, but definitely good. Now the problem is that I do have to see if I can resurrect the footage for that. Up on this little hill, I did have after she announced that she was going to prank me with Akachan, I reverse pranked her. Actually, I don't know if the video for this did get out. I announced I was going to reverse prank her and came over here and did an Akachan built out of materials, namely that for a shirt and purple pants. So he was kind of like a disco stew Akachan in a ways. And she definitely liked that, but unfortunately needed to move him aside to make some more room for building, and it looks like Zonza kind of came back and managed to preempt her a little bit more. So now her villager gift is over here. I know she has already seen that, so she just hasn't actually taken them out anywhere yet. Akachan, for those who missed the videos on the old server, or the old world, was a prank that she gave me after I'd kind of started establishing Old Border Village as a villager training hub, and she kind of pranked him. Then I kind of took that and reverse pranked it and turned him into a idol in a cathedral, and then that turned into a Akachan with a pimp cane and sunglasses, and then I turned it into, well, actually, it started off as a cathedral, and then I turned it into a disco, and then she gave him those sunglasses and pimp cane, and yeah, it took one weird step after another, and it was a really delightful thing to have going back and forth. So this is Alan's place. Alan has added that since I was last here. Alan is the person who in the teaser episode for the server, I joked about him basically having his shop from the last map up and running in a week, and well, to be honest, he did kind of have it up and running at the end of the week, or a good chunk of it up within the time he said he was going to have it done. And this is actually the very same building that he had on the old map, just not necessarily transported, but basically rebuilt over here. Oh, I see what this is. Very clever. It's a cobble generator. So you come in here and you just drill straight across with your pick, and then that forms together and forms the cobble there, and there's going to be redstone pushing it down on a regular basis, so you can't actually get nailed by lava at any point, and you're going to have guaranteed drop. Yep, it's a cobble gen. See, my brain is just thinking this would actually be perfectly valuable on a Skyworld map if you can, actually generate lava. Unfortunately, if you're doing it on like Agrarian Skies, by the time you can really make a decent amount of pistons, you've already graduated to like an extruder or something. So, but still, I like that idea. That is pretty sweet. It has definitely been a interesting time working with the Skyworld map here. I mean, it's not my first time working with a Skyworld map because I've made reference to Agrarian Skies, and of course I do modded, so I've had Void Ages and Mistcraft and everything. Having the floating islands definitely brings a whole new element to it, if only just because of stuff like that. That has got to go. Perfectly fine in a bow fight when I don't have a gas shooting at me. Anyways, my throat is sore. I don't want to get sick because it's the dead of winter, and I'm running out of time to record tonight, so I will see you guys in the next episode, and I hope you enjoyed everything so far.